Hi. I'm just going to share some of my stories that I've encountered with my narcissist because it does take some time to heal. It takes some time to process it. And what should have been a red flag wasn't a red flag because you look through all the good and all the love that you have for them and you don't see what you want to see. Like what you should be seeing, I guess, is the way I see it. So I came home one day early. I don't remember. I had an upset stomach or I had it just as an empath, I get a lot of like women's intuition. I get a feeling and I didn't feel good at work. And I'm like, I need to go home. So I told my boss, and they're like, yeah, it's slow, no big deal. Go home. I have plenty of sick time. I guess I'm really not sick. So I come home. I come into my room, and my narcissist is playing the PS4 as usual. And I kind of look, I'm just kind of laying down, just kind of dozing off, watching. And I notice there's two phones underneath his chair. And I don't think he realized it. And I don't think he noticed that I noticed. And so I slowly reach and grab them, which was not exactly easy to do because I'm like 5 foot and my bed's kind of up high. And I get the phone and I see his regular phone, the one that I call, right? And then I see another phone and it's turned on. And he actually is getting calls and texts on it, but he has it on silent at the moment. And I look and there's 3 women on there. So apparently he was seeing these 3 women. I'm not going to say their names. I'm just going to call them A, B, and C. And that's kind of what their names started out with too, which is kind of ironic. Um, and they're sending him pictures on this phone of themselves, and I guess probably pictures they don't want me to see, and probably pictures they don't want you to see. Yes, I am. Yes. But with a narcissist, I will tell you, if you're going to engage, they will always make it your fault, or you didn't see that. So I learned early on how to cope with that. I take pictures. I put my phone on silent too and click, 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 and take pictures of the texts and the phone calls and their phone numbers and all that information that's on his phone. So when he comes at me saying, that's not what it is, it doesn't work. Yeah, it does. I'll see the text message from them today. In fact, this is what C had to say, and this is what B said, and this is what A had to say to you today. All in the first, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and they're already, wishing you good morning and saying hello. So just be careful. I'm just going to let you know that, yeah, they're pretty sneaky. He had a second phone. He left it in his glove box when he came in the house, except for this day because he thought I was at work. And he forgot that he had taken it out of the glove box. And it had been there for a couple months. So he had had it for a while because I could see the phone numbers. And I went off, and I eventually, I obviously called it with my phone. I actually used the phone and called my phone, so I got the phone number. And would check it every now and then to see if it was still active. Yeah, I'm not stupid. So I just want you to know, screen pictures are amazing to have. If you can take pictures of the text, because he's your narcissist, whether it's male or female. For my incident, like I'm sharing my story as a he would make it seem like I didn't read that, or that's not what you saw. So I would go back and look because I took a picture with my phone, and I can tell you exactly what A, B, or C had to say, or what pictures they sent you with no clothes on. Those girls did. Oh, yes. And I have them because I took pictures. Because you know what? That wasn't okay. He violated my privacy, my confidentiality, violated theirs by not telling them that I have a girlfriend. And by the way, if she comes home early, she might go through my phone when I'm not looking. Because I did. Actually, I called a lot of the women and let them know, hey, he has a girlfriend. I did that with another girl. He used to say, oh, beautiful and, smart and intelligent and handling this. Good morning. It's raining outside. They'd have these conversations that he didn't have with me. And I finally text back and I said, hey, he has a girlfriend, right? I just want to make sure that you guys were just friends like he's telling me because this is his girlfriend. And, hey, maybe we can sit down and you come over and, one of the weekends that he's barbecuing and we get to know each other. Maybe we, you're that great of a person, I'm sure we'd get along great. Like, if you're just friends, or maybe you really have a boyfriend, then you won't have a problem coming over to a barbecue. I love to cook, and I love to eat. Don't get me wrong. So, she never called after that. Ever called him again. So, I know it wasn't just friends from high school, as he said. So, keep that in mind. Be safe out there. Watch yourself and Watch your back. And it's going to take some time. They're going to think you're crazy. Yes, they will. Okay. So, take what you need to help reassure you that it's not in your mind. They will do that to make you feel like it's in your mind when it's not. Um, he did that repeatedly to me, that it was in my mind. I didn't read that. That isn't what it said. So I have the text messages and I can show you. It is what it said. That is really what the picture was. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, they really will convince you that that is not what you saw. And that isn't what it was about. Even though the message may have said, I don't even want to share half of the stuff that I read. These women, wow, because I would never send a text message with myself naked and, that anyone could ever see anywhere. What if he lost that phone? He didn't even have password protected. And what if he lost it at Walmart? Now everyone at Walmart has a picture of you, booty naked, of your entire body or parts of it, and parts that you don't want everyone at Walmart to see. I assure you, because I have them. And then also you saying, hey, I like it when you did this to me, or you really broke my back, or I need a little bit of TLC, or do you want to come and kiss these, or do you want to, this kind of stuff. And he made it seem like I was reading it wrong. I'm like, no, when someone sends you a picture of their body part and says, do you want to come kiss this usually makes it very sexual. I'm just saying, I'm not stupid. Although I would never do that, and I feel very sorry for A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and everyone else that sent him pictures like that and made comments like that. And I'm really sorry he played all of us, because that's a sorry excuse for a man, especially at my age where we're almost 50. He's actually a year older than me. And the fact that he can still, I get that he can pull women like that. Oh, that's amazing. That's great. I'm very proud that, and he likes to say, oh, you think I don't have a problem getting women? I don't care, because you know what? I don't have a problem either. So it doesn't matter. Like, that doesn't matter to me. You're not the last man on earth. I don't have to tolerate this. But it's going to take some time, because they will get in your brain and they will convince you that you didn't read it right or you didn't see it right. And even now, I keep them as a memory when I go back and he tries telling me that isn't what happened. Oh, that isn't what happened with A, B, and C, and D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Like, I can go back to my phone or my photo log that I have it saved. Not on my phone, just so you know, it's saved on a different drive, so that way no one has access to my memories. And I can read it and see, you know what? Yeah, that is. That is exactly what it said. I'm not going crazy like you think I am. So I just want to let you know, you're not going crazy. You did read what you read. I assure you, you're not looking at this video. You're not enraged. You're not sitting there sad and crying because you're the crazy one. You're crying because you fell for someone who made you feel like you were special and that you were the only one, and you believed their lies. And in my case, for 7 years. And it hurts. And it sucks. Actually, 14 if you want to go back to day one. It sucks. And it hurts. And it's a pattern. And then they love bomb you, making you think that you're special and it'll never happen again. And then a week later, after they're done getting you convinced and under their control, they're back at the same crap. Pulling in someone else. And in my case, he went from A to B. Actually, he usually did A, B, C, and then D, F, G. And just went through the women in this county and the county next to us and all these cities. Like, I feel gross. Like, that is disgusting. I don't want to be with a man with that kind of body count. And especially in the same month. Like, that's disgusting. You can go now. And I think I finally had my limits when I started really going through and reading and understanding what's going on. And it's time for me to heal, and that's what these videos are. So even if no one watches it and no one's been through it, it's okay, because I still have my stories out there. Someone will hear my truth, regardless of what he says to all his friends. Yes, he's had friends to call and threaten me, and we'll go into that later. But you're not abnormal. This is very normal. They will get in your brain, and they will try to control you. So I wish you the best, and have a great time. We will get through this. If you just need support or someone to talk to, please feel free to message.